Hi, everybody. We have ourselves a heat advisory, and I'll show you that map in just a moment. We're talking about the hot weather coming, of course, on Friday, Saturday, and also into Sunday. What you're looking at right here are the 4:30 temperatures. We had cloudiness this morning from a disturbance that stayed offshore and produced some pretty good rain offshore as it moved northward off the coast of Washington overnight. There was a touch of rain. The radar was showing over the coast and maybe the coast range, but nothing inland. And I thought the clouds would be more solid this morning. And I also thought we'd have more of a cooling influence off of the Pacific waters from that disturbance. Instead, really not much of a cooling influence, and the cloud deck, as we know now, quickly became partly cloudy this morning. So not a day in the 70s, but a day. These are 4:30 temperatures in Portland out at PDX 42, Salem 84, Vancouver 82. And then along the coast, everybody did clear out. On the bottom left there, you can see the Gerhardt by the sea camera looking south at Tillamook Head, and of course, Seaside's nestled right in there. So Seaside, Gerhardt, and I believe up into Astoria, also beautiful sunshine. Astoria 68, Lincoln City 74, Newport 67 degrees. Last check, it was only in the upper 70s up in Kelso at the airport for you folks up in Cowlitz County. I mean, really pretty comfortable day. You can see the humidity in Portland with a temp of 82. The humidity is at 40% with a light northwest wind. Okay, before I show you the heat advisory map, and I want to just focus on what's coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday now. These are current temperatures as of 3 o'clock. I know it's a little dated. It's what, 4:44 right now, but the feed that I use, this was the current temperature map at 3 p.m. in the U.S. today. And if you look out west, I circled that 108. That's Las Vegas. They were 108. I circled the 106. That was Phoenix. And then the same batch of air it's been going on forever, bringing incredible heat to Texas. Everything in purple is above 100 degrees. So you can look at some of the temperatures in Texas, including 108, 107, 108, 103, 107. I mean, my goodness gracious. My family actually flew into Austin, Texas for a figure skating event this afternoon. And my wife texted me and said, yeah, it's hot. At any rate, this batch of air is basically just going to nudge itself northward into the Pacific Northwest over the weekend. And we're not going to see the extreme heat like you're seeing in Vegas and Phoenix and Texas, but we will see, I think, 3 days reach 90 degrees. So National Weather Service this afternoon being proactive, coming out with the heat advisory. Again, this is for noon Friday. We still have a day in the 80s tomorrow on Thursday, but noon Friday through the day Saturday is where they have it posted right now. And it still looks to me like Saturday will be the hottest of the bunch. So this has been a really consistent forecast overall. Weather Service, their verbiage saying heat advisory for the Willamette Valley and up into Clark County for potential high temperatures between 92 and 98 degrees. That certainly makes sense. This is everything in orange. Again, it's not the coast. It's not Cowlitz County. It is the gorge out in the Hood River. So really pretty similar overall to the last heat advisory that we also had that produced the 390s and including, remember last week we had that spike temperature of 98 degrees. Potentially this Saturday is 96, 97, 98. So we could be right there kind of eyeing for a tie for the hottest day of the year. So make your weekend plans accordingly. Of course, you'll want to, if the heat bothers you, you want to get out in the early mornings and get some things done and then seek shade and cool weather during the afternoon hours, especially on Saturday. So the maps just haven't changed. It still looks like this high, the center of the upper level heat, kind of the core of that U.S. temperature map I just showed you, settles up over Nevada and California as we get going into Saturday, which is this PM map that you're looking at. And again, a 597 potential high settled over maybe the Reno Tahoe area. That's really very strong. Has a height for our area of 590 millibars. So that's certainly going to produce the heat up into Oregon and Washington. And this map still shows you the extent of that hot weather coming up, the air mass in red, where I've circled it in yellow from California, Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. This hasn't changed. The temperatures still, I think, on some of the models are trending too cool. So on the right, this is the European model, and it does show temperatures of 90 degrees potentially up into Cowlitz County. It shows 94 in Portland 92 in Salem, 97 in Albany, 95 down in Eugene. And then it shows a widespread swath of 100-degree temperatures from the Dalles. I've circled this to Pendleton, 104, and then 103 up into Washington. And then if you look down in southeastern Oregon, 101, 102. So again, very hot. And look at some of the valley temps in Northern California. There's 113 showing up. Gives Reno, Nevada 99. When you get a little bit east of Reno, there's a 107 showing up. So again, this is very hot stuff that basically, again, will rival that hottest day that we had last week when PDX made it to 98 degrees. So with that said, I think some of these numbers, I think a lot of these numbers are actually too low, but these are the National Weather Service output forecast numbers starting tomorrow and then going through, 5 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, tomorrow through Monday. So if you go to the top line, National Weather Service, 85 tomorrow, 90 on Friday, 94 Saturday. I think that's at least 96. 91, still in the 90s on Sunday, but not as hot. And then a nice cool off on Monday. Salem, they go a little bit warmer. If you jump to Saturday, 97. And if you drop down to Eugene, Saturday, 97. So again, that's the National Weather Service, all clear skies. That cool off on Monday, I think, will come with cloudy skies in the morning and then some clearing in the afternoon. And I think potentially, if we get some morning cloud cover that's thick, Monday of next week may only be in the 70s. Again, I'll show you my 7-day forecast in just a moment. Okay, here's the Dalles. So we typically, and remember I showed you the map, Wasco County out in the Columbia Basin, some of the hottest temperatures in our local region. This shows 90 in the Dalles tomorrow. 98 degrees, flirting with the 100 out of there in the East Gorge. That's Friday. And then pretty good confidence of at least 100 to maybe 102 on Saturday, near 100 on Sunday, and then cooling down on Monday to 85. So potentially the East Gorge goes right around 100 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And of course, if you have a company, remember the state of Oregon came out with new rules that says you have to be aware and limit your employees, your workforce's outdoor activity when temperatures are around 100 degrees. So that's going to apply. And clearly, if we see 97, 98, then field crews working in the Willamette Valley will also have to at least keep an eye on the temperature and perhaps take some shelter if needed. Kelso Longview area, again, not in the heat advisory, but probably hitting at least the low 90s, it looks like, on Saturday. And let's see here. And on this one, too, if you look up to the north, sorry, I lost my place. Above the Dalles is the coast forecast. So notice nothing alarmingly hot. Like we had last week, we're not looking at a dominant east wind flow, which means the Pacific flow pattern at the coast will be in force. That could produce fog, low clouds, temperatures in the 60s with occasional sun areas in some areas that would get up into the 70s. But if you like the cooler weather, the beach will be a great place to go to. Okay, my voice is struggling. My voice was tired at work this morning too. Not sure what's going on there, but here we go. 7-day forecast, 85 tomorrow for Portland. Today was at least 83, 84. So maybe tomorrow's going to be 86. I may end up raising that. I have jumped Friday to 92. For now, I will leave Saturday at 96. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to lift that to 97 or 98. So I think at least 96 on Saturday, and then still into the low 90s on Sunday. There's the clouds to sun forecast on Monday, and then mostly sunny and low to mid 80s on Tuesday and Wednesday. So anyway, I'll keep you updated. I'll probably talk to you again Friday with the updated numbers of what we expect. Saturday is really the main focus of what could tie potentially for or maybe become, for that matter, the hottest day of the year so far. The forecast I'm showing you will be days 10, 11, and 12. So if we do 90 on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that'll be a total of 12 90-degree plus days so far for the summer season for the airport. Remember my projection this summer, 20 to 23. Obviously, we'd be halfway home plus. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.